Hey, Scott Jordan here for Jancast number 215 for June 11th, 2026. And yes, summer is here and it's stinking hot out and all that, but I think I got a great show for you today. And this is kind of a follow-up to the previous Jancast where we talked about is AI really here and all the things that Bullen does with AI. I've came upon this new startup. Um, it's called Shiftapp.nyc. That's Shiftapp.nyc. And the unique thing about this particular app is it enables you to get your house cleaned for free. Now, this is currently available in New York City and a bunch of places over in Europe, but it's a brilliant idea. Here's how it works. To get your house cleaned for free, all you have to do is agree that the people cleaning can do video of all their cleaning steps. So what this app does, and I hadn't really heard about this before, but it's brilliant as far as, and can't think of what else it could be used for, but I'm sure there's other similar things like John Hill with his auto scrubber, robotic auto scrubbers might be able to take up on this. So what the deal is, you get your house cleaned for free. People wear videos, and their purpose is, and the ability to do things for free is because the video work that they're doing is for training, ultimately training robots to be able to do the real cleaning. And it deals with things like articulations, like how you hold a bottle, how you hold a bowl mop, maybe. So it's going to get all this data, and then they use that to develop the software and back-end part that goes along with all the robotic work. So it's pretty amazing that, then they'll end up using this to ultimately develop these robots. I just think it's a brilliant idea because they need the hours and hours and hours of training to be able to get all the manipulation they need to be able to do with the actual robot and build the robot so it can actually do the things. Like being able to just turn it like that isn't necessarily going to do any good. So again, Shift app, all one word, shiftapp.nyc, and you can learn about it a little bit more detail, and then we'll see what happens down the road. I'm looking forward to the day when I can say to my robot, I'll call Fred, my robot Fred, hey, it's time to clean that bathroom. You haven't done it in a while. And not have to worry about it myself. I wonder if they can figure out how to do what I had to do over the weekend. My house has hard water, and even if you use hydrochloric acid bowl cleaner, it's still difficult to get that ring in the toilet out, and you got to use a pumice stick. Well, I wonder if the robots are going to be able to do that. Probably not. So here's what my AI co-host has to say about it. Thanks again for tuning in, and keep an eye out for Ebola and everything else that's out there. Thanks a lot.
Imagine logging on to an app and booking a top-tier professional house cleaning in New York City without paying a single cent. No hidden subscription fees, no promotional tricks, just a spotless apartment on demand. The service covers an exhaustive list of manual labor. It includes deep cleaning kitchens, scrubbing down toilets, organizing crowded refrigerators, and folding laundry. In a city where square footage and labor are at a premium, receiving several hours of professional work for $0 breaks the standard rules of economics. Usually, a service of this scale would cost hundreds of dollars. While your wallet stays closed, a transaction is still occurring. You are participating in a trade, but it involves an exchange of information rather than currency. A company called Shift is currently deploying this model in New York, after establishing the service across 15 different countries. They can afford to cover the cost of these independent cleaning professionals because the users are providing a newly emergent, high-value commodity. That commodity is spatial data, the first-person visual record of how a human navigates and interacts with the specific mess of a real apartment. To the tech industry, this hyper-specific data is worth more than the hourly rate of the cleaning professional performing the work. The process is straightforward. You book an appointment online, and Shift sends a vetted, independent cleaning professional directly to your home. You only need to be present to greet them and point out which rooms need attention. Once the work begins, you can step aside. From there, the cleaner executes the physical mechanics of the job, scrubbing surfaces, clearing floors, and folding textiles. Throughout the appointment, the cleaner wears a headset that records a first-person video stream of their entire workflow. The hardware is positioned to capture a specific perspective. It focuses strictly on the cleaner's hands and the exact way they manipulate objects to complete a task. Recording high-definition video inside a private home carries obvious privacy implications that Shift has to address immediately. To manage this, the raw footage passes through an automated anonymization pipeline. Tracking software identifies and blurs faces, readable screens, and cell phones. Personal information and identifiable household details are scrubbed from the record before any human engineer ever interacts with the data. The process data is licensed strictly for machine training. It is never used for advertising and is never shared in a public forum. The footage is delivered to advanced AI and robotics companies that are currently facing a massive engineering bottleneck. Building a robot that can reliably load a dishwasher or tidy a room requires millions of hours of reference video showing humans performing those exact tasks. Controlled laboratory settings are too predictable to be useful. To learn how to function in the real world, machines must encounter the chaotic, cluttered environments where humans actually live. The unique edge cases found in a disorganized apartment provide the specific training scenarios a neural network needs to generalize its physical movements. For 20 years, the freemium model functioned like this. We trade digital behavior to software companies for free apps. This model is now expanding. Instead of trading digital data for apps, we trade spatial data for tangible manual labor. The market for this training data has reached a scale where it can directly subsidize the hourly wages of a professional cleaning crew. Your apartment's clutter has become a high-stakes training ground for autonomous systems. The demand for this data is so high that the robotics industry is willing to foot the bill for your household chores just to see how a human solves them. Viewers can even participate directly as paid contributors, earning money by filming short clips of their own everyday household tasks. The next major leap in robotics is currently being funded by the specific way you scrub your sink and the mess on your bedroom floor.